Then if we go to 1237, at 0804, there's a message from the complainant where she's looking up, she's using the emoji, 3 of them, with the eyes looking upwards with a straight line mouth, saying good morning. How do you interpret that?
In that instance, the complainant was showing irritation, hence the rolling of the eyes emoji, Chair. That emoji is the rolling eyes.
And the text, the translation that we got was, subconsciously it does cause stress with the 3 rolling eyes emojis.
That is correct.
So the function of the emoji here would be?
The function of the emoji there would be emphasis.
Emphasis. And then just a little bit later on, there's an emoji that was used by the respondent at 5 minutes past 8. Now, I don't know how to describe that emoji.
That emoji, Chair, with the eyes wide open, the mouth open, the hands sort of on the face, and half of the head of the yellow icon blue, that emoji is fearful shock.
Fearful.
Fearful shock, Chair.
Just to put you in a better picture, the complainant testified that this conversation was about that looting taking place in KZN when former President Zuma was arrested. Does that correlate with the conversation?
That is correct, Chair.
Then if we can turn to page 1243, that is the page where the red hearts are depicted. At 1851, there's a hug emoji again from the respondent. If we read the message just below that, the translation that we got was, "You referred to me nicely." How do you interpret that hug emoji?
As a pure hug, Chair. Warmness.
And the complainant replied again with a laughing face emoji and the hug emoji.
As warmness.
As warmness. And then there's a...
Reciprocating the hug.
Sorry, guys.
Reciprocating the hug.
Then at 1852, there is this heart with a dot below the heart. At 1852, how do you describe that emoji?
Firstly, Chair, the heart is red. On some devices, it appears as pink. But given that they had the same devices on the Samsung devices, it would have appeared on the respondent's phone as the red heart with the exclamation as we see it on the text before us. It would have appeared exactly the same on the complainant's phone as well. The red heart with the little dot at the bottom, which looks like an exclamation mark, just merely means emphasis, so emphasis of love. And because it's red, in this context and this text chain that's been unfolding, Chair, it conveys romantic feelings. The red heart, Chair, can also be differentiated from your automatic response on WhatsApp. WhatsApp now has automatic responses where you can change the color of the heart or which emojis you choose. But the standard one that they've opted to go for is the red heart. So in that instance, the red heart is being used very loosely. But how WhatsApp has done that, it's informed by Facebook and it's informed also by Instagram, where when you like stuff on social media, for instance, the like comment might appear as the red heart. So in this instance and this text communication, the function is different. Sure.
So it doesn't mean my heart is bleeding like I thought it meant.
No, Chair.
And then we see there's a little bit of time lapse. And the respondent replied at 1900 hours with reciprocate please, and then at 7 minutes, 1900 hours, reciprocate please, and then at 1901, the respondent replied again with a heart, and this heart is bigger than the other one.
That is correct. So, Chair, if you just send a text message like the emoji with a red heart with no text, it will appear big, like it does now on the text that we send. And again, the red heart is a sign of warmth, it's a sign of love, and in this context, it's a sign of romantic feelings.
Then the complainant replied, and the translations we had of that is, you are like this, and the next one, the reason why we don't get along is because of this. And then the respondent replied again with a heart, and then we have that, I don't know what how to explain or a pumping heart.
In this instance, Chair, the heart with the lines around it is beating heart. My heart is beating. On some devices, this will appear as a pink heart and not a red heart. On the Samsung devices, it appears as a red heart. Previously, Chair, before this emoji was updated, it didn't have the lines around it. So what it had the little stars. So some people on various platforms, you'll still see that heart with the little stars. And it will be represented as pink, perhaps. On Facebook, it's like that. It's pink with the little stars on it. And then they upgraded it and changed it. And now it has these lines appearing around it, so to emphasize the beating heart.
Then if we go a few pages on at 1246, at 1955, there's an emoji used by the complainant. It looks like a sad face with one teardrop. That is in reply to the response from the respondent saying, I'm totally opposed to GBV. She replied with that emoji.
That is a standard emoji, Chair, which represents somebody who's upset or to convey sadness. You'll see the tear dropping from the eye, the eyebrows going down, and the smile in the opposite direction to show sadness. And that would correlate with the discussion of GBV.
Then if I can take you a few pages further again to 1255. That is the messages from the complainant, the lady running at 1925.
Sorry, Advocate Skippers, I'm not there yet.
Huh?
Okay.
There's 7 ladies running away, and the monkey closing its eyes. That was from the complainant at 1925. We don't know what that message was that was deleted. But what would that mean if you read that message?
If I was just to interpret it, which I did, Chair, just as based on that sequence, taking into account the context of what was unfolding in the previous messages, the standard interpretation of the running girl emoji is obviously running. So if you were a runner, you would use that emoji. You would also use a chair in the context of running away. So it has various interpretations and meanings. It's a true reflection of the complainant in that you can again see skin tone. You can see again, Chair, that the complainant has reinforced it several times because it's 2, 4, 6. It's used 7 times in that instance. But if you were to look at it then within the sequence, and then followed by the closed eyes monkey emoji, it would mean I'm running away from embarrassment.